time to switch focus to the big story again this week. Besides the Ronaldo transfer saga, the Champions League draw this week. First name on the hat, Manchester City. Then came the second pot, it's PSG. The two clubs who is touted to sign Lionel Messi. And then in came Leipzig and Belgium's Supermax Liga champions, Belgium Club Brugge. Leipzig and PSG pairing again, but this time the other Manchester, the blue side of Manchester, joins the party. As much as I want this to be competitive, PSG and Manchester City is just too much for Leipzig and Club Brugge, Leipzig also loses Upamecano in defense. It's not the same Leipzig anymore. What I would say, Man City and PSG, they will be gunning for top spot for this, because I think top spot is very important when it comes to the round of 16. But of course, certain teams, certain favorites will finish second probably, and that will make the tie complicated. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that PSG will make Man City pay for not having a striker in their two meetings. Man City missed out on Harry Kane. They missed out on Messi, and they even, well, I wouldn't say missed out, but they failed to sign Ronaldo. You see, people sometimes forget when Messi and Neymar is on their stride and they are playing with full of confidence, they are pretty much unplayable up front. The movement, the creativity, and if Mbappe stays, Europe will be a lot of trouble. To me, this PSG is way different from the past Galacticos, simply because the guys that are in there have won the Champions League, the Euros, the Copa Americas, the World Cups, and not just the bit part player of those competitions, Is there a play a part in those competitions is truly like the Avengers coming together. Plus with experience and that defense, I just think PSG will steamroll this group despite Man City in the group. Of course, the group of death, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid pair up again in Group B. They want a revenge on the 2020 Champions League knockout tie, where Atletico Madrid knocked them out of the competition. But my goodness, Porto and AC Milan joins the party. I think this is the worst group for Liverpool could have ever gotten. Of course, the favorites is them, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid, but I don't know both Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. They have been suspects in the past. I remember Liverpool losing to Red Star Belgrade, Atletico Madrid. I don't know, for some reason, sometimes they just don't show up in the Champions League, They seems to always end up in the group of death all the time, Atletico. They are just cursed in the Champions League. I remember when they were paired with Chelsea, and was it Roma when they got knocked out of the group? I can't remember. But yeah, this is not a straightforward group. I can't predict this one. This is too close for me. Let's move on to another group that excites me. Is Group E, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. This is gonna be straight up Bayern and Barcelona's, right? You know what? In my lifetime of watching Champions League football, Bayern and Barcelona were only paired once in the Champions League group stages, and that was the 98-99 season, where they were grouped with Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Brøndby. That was the only time I remember Barcelona grouped with Bayern. They have met, of course, a lot of times in the knockout rounds. But I promise you, it's not going to be an 8-2 mauling again. In fact, I see Bayern beating Barcelona 10-0. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, alright? I'm still Barcelona fan at heart, I see, but I see both of them winning all their remaining matches, and one each at home, and eventually probably Bayern topping the group, I guess. But it's neither here nor there. New coach for Bayern. We'll see how this pans out. Next is Group D. A very quick review. Real Madrid, Inter, Shakhtar Donetsk group once again. Oh my gosh. I think if Borussia Mönchengladbach were to qualify, they will be group again. It's just unbelievable. You guys can check out on our video library, episode 1 on our YouTube channel, where I reviewed this group and predicted correctly, I might add, Inter being eliminated. And this might be the case again. Real Madrid, especially if they got Mbappe on, will be a different kind of cat in this competition, but they are far from winning it. As long as that midfield is in there, I don't see them winning at all, to be honest with you. They got to change that midfield. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, it's not the same player anymore. They need new motivations for that. Modric is like gasping for air at times when I watch him in the Euros and at the end of last season, especially that game against Chelsea in the first leg. He was, I don't know. It looks like a Sunday League player at times. The way Chelsea bossed Real Madrid with him in it. We are talking about a former Ballon d'Or winner here. All right. They should probably retain Casemiro, I guess. But of course they got Federico Valverde. That could be an entire different cat of midfield. But this might be a straight shoot for them in this group. Inter, after a win over Verona, Angel Correa with a late finish. Look, they may not have Lukaku or Christian Eriksen for the long haul, but I still think there is still quality. Lautaro Martinez up front, Nicola Barella, who had a great Euro and one of the most underrated transfer. I don't know if you guys know this. They let Ashraf Hakimi go to PSG. And who they bought to replace him? Denzel Dumfries, who had a great Euros for the Netherlands too, I might add. So could be one of the teams to look out for. Alright. Yeah, straight up, Real Madrid and Inter will get out of this one. A quick round out of Group G, French champions Lille and Sevilla. That is going to be a great match altogether. And then Salzburg and Bundesliga's Wolfsburg. All underdogs in one group in this competition. Unfortunately, we gotta lose two of them. My money is on Lille and Wolfsburg on this. I have started to watch the French league more often now. And gotta say they are impressive. Despite the draw against Saint-Etienne last week, I still think that they have a quality players like Burak Yilmaz, who is their top scorer by the way, Jonathan Ikone, a creative genius number 10, Timothy Weah as well. So they might be the ultimate underdog in this competition. The only problem is that the League One for them might be slipping away. It's just quality-wise, it's not there in comparison with PSG and even Lyon, even without the likes of Messi and Neymar. So yeah, Lille to go out of this group, moving on to round of 16 and probably stops there when they get to meet some of the Europe's elite. I will be surprised if they can reach even the quarterfinals. But yeah, you talk about underdogs, it could be them, Anyways, moving on to Group C now. I know I'm not doing this in chronological but fuck it. Yeah, I know I'm not doing this in ABC. But yeah, I just had this written down for some of the reviews here. Sporting Lisbon, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. Another underdog group, I might add. Sporting, of course, after that superb unbeaten season, still is, by the way. Dortmund, we all know what they are going to be there and about. Ajax, of course, trying to come off the edge of the wonderful Champions League season they had 2 seasons ago when they reached the semi-finals. And of course, Turkish champions Besiktas, who will always cause a stir in the group stages. And don't forget, they nearly get out of the group with Juventus and Man United 2 seasons ago. But I'm assuming Erling Haaland is going to stay. But I feel like this season, Sporting Lisbon will be the club to watch out in terms of underdogs and dark horse. A lot of qualities and a lot of strength in depth as well. João Paulinho, Matheus Luiz, Sebastian Coates, remember him? So yeah, if I'm going for a prediction, I will have to say Dortmund and Sporting Lisbon easily. And the last group I want to review is Group F, Manchester United, Villarreal being drawn again alongside Atalanta and Young Boys. It's a complicated group, this one, and it's a difficult one as well. Here's the thing, for me, Man United has certainly improved their squad, especially with the purchase of Ronaldo like 15 minutes ago. But the thing is, for me, is that they don't have a good manager. I'm sorry, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still, for me, not good enough and probably too soft around the players. I still think they will get out of this group. I'll be laughing my bum out if Atalanta and Villarreal get out of this group, because that would have been a disaster. Unacceptable. Again, I gotta say, Cristiano Ronaldo joining Man United will be a different dynamic as to how Man United was set up in these Champions League games. It's a very, very interesting to me this season for Champions League. All right, that's it for the Champions League. Who is the favorites? If I were to predict, looking at quality, of course, is going to be PSG and Man City. But we should not forget about Liverpool. I think the transfer window has changed the competition in more ways than one, and it's going to be a great season. Oh yeah, and Group H, I could see Chelsea going far as well, as they are group alongside with Juve, Zenit St. Petersburg, and Malmo. Nothing to review about this group. It's a straight up Chelsea was steamroll this, and Juventus, But yeah, Chelsea, Man City, PSG, Liverpool, the dark horse. I would like to say Dortmund. I think their youngsters have stepped up last season, and they could go one step further this time around. I'm looking at teams like Man United and Juventus as the dark horse as well. Man United, reason being, have not gone far in this competition in recent years. Juventus, despite losing Cristiano, is a much balanced and quality players there too. Matters the lead, Bonucci, Chiesa, Dybala, Chiellini still there. This could be his year to squeeze into the Dybala. This could be his year to squeeze into the Argentinian setup for the World Cup in Qatar. Barcelona and Bayern might be the biggest season for them. I have a feeling one of these clubs will be eliminated early as the round of 16. It's the unpredictability of these two teams that convince me they're not going to go far in this competition. But you know what though? My prediction last season, so Chelsea being a dark horse, it's almost accurate. And I predicted actually Man City and Chelsea in the final. So it's enough on the Champions League. And I'm looking forward for a great season ahead.